Teams of all ages and levels, from grassroots to professional, have an average of 40 to 60 throw-ins per game and lose possession around 50% of the time. That's basically like intentionally passing the ball to your opponents 20 to 30 times. If that seems crazy, well, it's because it is. With that in mind, how would you like to learn a method for keeping the ball from almost every throw-in you take? The method is simple, but hugely effective. So keep watching and we'll show you how it works. If you or one of your teammates can throw it like this, obviously that's a great weapon to have. Given that's not the case for most individuals and teams, you need to find a way to give yourself the best possible chance of not losing the ball, and this method will do just that. After implementing this simple trick, we've seen teams go from keeping possession from throw-ins only 50% of the time to keeping possession more than 80% of the time. Over the course of a game, that increase could make a big difference for you and your team. So how does it work exactly? This is the basic setup, and it can be adjusted for your own requirements, but the general shape looks like this. Obviously you have the throw-in taker, then one player down the line, one player deeper for a backwards throw, and at least two players checking in and out in central areas. The central players are the ones you are most likely to throw the ball to, but this decision is dictated completely by the thrower based on the situation and movement of opponents. What we're talking about here is basically a fake throw-in, where you go to throw it but don't actually release the ball. This isn't the first time you've seen someone fake or pretend to throw the ball, but the key to this method is the movement and commitment with which you perform the fake. It looks like you are actually about to throw the ball, and that forces opponents to move. This movement of opponents, along with movement from your own players, allows you to throw the ball to an open player, or at least to a player with enough time or space to take a touch. Movement off the ball is important, and that's always the case for throw-ins, but the most vital part of this throw-in method is the thrower themselves. They are the one who has to sell what are essentially fake throw-ins before ultimately making the decision to actually throw the ball at the best possible moment when a player is open and free. Now let's address an obvious point. Opponents will quickly catch on to the fact that your players are faking to throw before actually throwing the ball to another player, but the solution to this is simple. If opponents stand still and don't move because they assume you will fake throw, you can go ahead and actually throw the ball quickly without faking it, catching them off guard. That's the beauty of this method. Opponents are essentially forced to move to cover space because they don't know whether you are going to fake the throw-in or not. If we take a look at this example, the fake throw-in down the line drags the opponent across to cover that space, and this leaves the player open to receive the throw-in and switch the play. In this example, the thrower fakes to throw the ball to the centre-back, and that's enough to make this opponent move. Because the opponent moves, space is created for the two white players to potentially receive the throw-in. It really is a simple but hugely effective throw-in method. Give it a try with your team, and you'll see an immediate improvement in your ability to maintain possession from throw-ins. The great thing is that it's not something that takes a long time to learn and implement. It can be done quickly, and you'll see instant results. Let us know how it goes in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this.